Hello everyone, and today I'm back with part 2 of Elderstorm's backstory. So as you know, the latest that just happened was the cave wall split open, and the way I wrote it is got some twists and turns you might not have expected, though I've kind of hinted at a couple of my animation memes. Okay, let's get into it. Elderstorm whipped around, her spikes in her tail slashing Vulture across the face. Vulture whimpered slightly, but Elderstorm ignored him. She was too busy looking at what was left of the wall. A huge hole with a faint wispy blue light was cooling out of it. The other spellers had started to gather around now. Andromeda and Stonefish ran up to Elderstorm. She walked towards the hole as dusk was closing she could finally make out a shape. A quiet pulsing noise was coming from the shape, and once Elderstorm's night vision kicked in, she saw it was a dragon on the cold stone floor, completely unconscious. Andromeda was the first to make a noise. She gasped, fanning away the blue light with her wings as Elderstorm walked towards the dragon shape. The dragon was covered in red blood, and so was the ground. Luckily, the blood seemed to be coming from one huge gash on the dragon's neck, sitting right above a red velvet strand of material, which seemed to be connected to a gold medallion with a glowing eye imprinted on it. This was making the pulsing noise, and on the wall, a small, dark blue circle was pulsing too as its edges glowed teal. Elderstorm looked to Andromeda and signaled for her to try and read the dragon's mind. Andromeda's eyes lit up and she ran forward, tilting her head to the dragon, clearly happy she was finally allowed to use her power at last. After Andromeda pulled away, Elderstorm spoke at last. "Well, what did you find out?" she asked Andromeda. "It's confusing. All I got was a view of the night sky and then a purple blur and then darkness," Andromeda said. And suddenly a dragon ran forward towards Elderstorm. Elderstorm recognized them as Sunbringer, one of the only surviving Sunwings. "This dragon's a portal wing," she said, and ran over, brushing her healing tail over the blood-soaked dragon. Almost immediately the wound healed and the blood vanished, revealing white scales. The dragon's eyes shot open. They were a bright turquoise and orange magic started to curl around his horns. The dragon took in a breath and then looked around at all the dragons crowded there. "Who are you?" Elderstorm asked, bringing herself up and raising her wings. The dragon tried to stand and Andromeda helped him, putting her wing over his back. "I'm Regal," the dragon, now Regal, said. "Who are you?" "I'm Elderstorm, leader of the spellers." "What happened to you?" she asked. "I was flying to meet, someone. And a mountain where a tempest wind came out of nowhere, and now I'm here, I guess," Regal said, gripping his medallion tightly. "Who were you meeting?" Elderstorm asked. There was no way she was letting this dragon go and spread the whereabouts of their hideout, especially with the Bloodwings so close. "A friend, a dragon called Hydrostar. I'm sure even you underground dragons have heard of him," replied to Elderstorm with an expression on his face that suggested he was trying to prove that he was better than her. Elderstorm did know Hydrostar, one of the first magic dragons back in the world of Pyria, Pantala, and Draconis, after Jabura took away all Animus's dragons. "How do you know Hydrostar?" Stonefish asked, tilting his head slightly. "Let's say he wanted information about my latest kill," Regal replied dangerously. "You're a portal wing assassin?" Sunbringer asked, flinching away. "Yes," Regal replied, tapped his medallion twice, and Elderstorm watched as a portal opened on the cave wall. "What do you need me to do, Elderstorm?" Regal said, bowing low. And that'll be part 2 for now. So yeah, the dragon was Regal, who's been trapped in the cave for like a few weeks, ever since a Tempest Wing, who we'll learn about in part 2, attacked him. Hydrostar's also one of my OCs, so I'm excited to share part 3 with you tomorrow. So bye for now, Wheelings, and I hope you enjoyed this part 2 of Elderstorm's backstory. And as you know, we are getting closer to the Bloodwings attacking. So bye!